Stamford Transportation Center. After Grand Central, the second busiest station in the Metro North system. Each morning, almost 4,000 passengers begin their commute in Stamford, and half of them arrive by car. Especially in winter, when commuters arrive before dawn and must make their way to the trains in snow and cold weather, the closeness of the garage to the station and the covered walkways between the two are greatly appreciated. But the garage is really two structures, an 800-space facility built in 1980 with 1,200 units added more recently. The old garage is literally falling apart, and the Connecticut Department of Transportation has concluded that it's much cheaper to tear it down and to replace it than to fix it. Jeff Marin is on the Metro North Rail Commuter Council, an advocacy group for commuters, and he wants a new garage to be built exactly where the current one is, right next to the station.
As a commuter, the three main points that I would consider for the garage to be most important are: one, maintenance of the roadway and ceilings; secondly, signage and flow, the traffic patterns and the speeders in the garage; and third, when and if the garage is replaced, that it must be done on the site of the current garage.
But each morning, more people actually get off the train in Stamford than get on to go to somewhere else. And the city wants to develop the whole area around the station, not just fix the garage.
15, 20 years ago, Grand Central was much less active and much less exciting than it is today. And part of it is having a strong plan to add some additional activity and development.
So the city of Stamford paid for a parking study with a 25-year horizon. It recommends working with developers now to add some parking in areas next to the current site and creating commercial and retail space in its place.
Essentially, what we're looking to do is to provide a more flexible arrangement of parking so that this central area immediately adjacent to the train station potentially can be developed both for a mix of parking within the existing footprint as well as potentially some office or retail development in a vertical fashion.
But Stamford doesn't own the garage or the station. Both belong to the state and are run by the Connecticut Department of Transportation.
For the DOT, who owns and has to replace this, the question is going to be, what's the best answer for the right price? And we're not there yet.
Redeker points out that there isn't enough parking elsewhere in Stamford to take care of 800 commuters for the 2 years that replacing the old garage would take. So creating new parking on undeveloped land around the station before tearing down the current garage makes sense. And he also seems to favor the broader idea of economic development that the city wants.
The economic growth of the city, helps transit and, continues to support that. And if we can help the city because we make the right answers and work with them on that, I think that all works well.
So while there's agreement on the need for a new parking garage at the Stamford Transportation Center, exactly what it will look like, whether it will fit into a larger economic development plan, or when it will be constructed remains undetermined. For Norwalk Community College Student Productions, this is John Hartwell reporting.